perspective with Tebogo Lekhuleni and Ntsako Mhlanga. We are about to get into petrol head conversations. If you are a petrol head, this conversation is for you and Ntsako.
I'm just glad you announced Burna Boy's song correctly, or else it was going to kick us out of the studio.
Shade much?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't do that because we're professional around here. And we respect artists.
We do.
We respect artists.
And honestly, if I wanted to take a nap, maybe I had a long day. Do you understand the sensory overload that you have to take a nap at a concert? Like, I actually saluted that person. I was like, wow. You're probably the baby that had the vacuum, the TV on, the microwave, and the washing machine on at the same time while you were taking a nap. That's actually legendary.
I don't think artists should take offense when some people fall asleep during their performances. It's not every song that we will vibe to, is what I'm saying. And also, you don't know what kind of day we had.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
This poor person probably did an all-nighter, night shift, 2 nights in a row. The previous night probably had to, I don't know, he was at a wake. There was a wake happening. Didn't sleep at a night shift. There was a lot happening, so please, artists, don't judge when we fall asleep. Anyway, let's talk about cars.
He is driving me insane, and I think that's why he must just go to Cape Town. What is taking place, what is coming to fruition, is Cape Town's racing season. It's opened at a time where race courses around the world are evolving into broader cultural spaces. The Summer Festival of Racing captures this shift by offering a mix of sports, fashion, food, and family-focused activities that welcome long-time supporters and new audiences alike. The festival reflects how racing is changing, and not only as a competitive sport, but also a place where heritage meets modern lifestyle and where communities gather for shared experience. Joining us to talk about this amazing festival that's coming up is Stephen Marshall, who is the head of marketing, major event and broadcast. Stephen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Where are you taking us? Where are we riding to, Stephen?
Tebogo and Ntsako, thank you very much for having me. Hopefully to the racecourse.
Yes, so tell us all about this, the summer festival. I really enjoy the cultural and family orientated route you guys are taking here. Talk to us about what inspired that.
Yeah, look, it's something that has needed to happen. If we were just talking to an audience who was interested or knowledgeable about horse racing, we'd be talking to a very small market. So we've had to, expand, our reach in order to attract a far greater audience. You would have seen that in F1, you would have seen that in live golf, those types of sports, with night racing or data or digital. They've each gone different ways in order to attract different markets. For us, we've had to embrace sort of a global shift with racing to create cultural destinations, expanding what a day is at the races and what it means to people, creating spaces for fashion, for entertainment, for food, family recreation, all bringing that together with our top tier racing during the summer season. And that approach is rooted into making the racecourse feel like a place that people want to come to visit, not just for the racing, but the boutique markets, the food villages, the kids' entertainment, the live music, creating those rich cultural experiences that are uniquely Cape Town. And we're layering that into the racing product so that people can feel the energy and come and enjoy the facilities that we have at one of the world's best race courses, that's Hollywood Kenilworth.
Stephen, how big a culture is racing in South Africa, particularly in Cape Town? I mean, we know we love cricket, rugby, soccer in this country, but how big a culture is racing?
It's quite a niche culture. Historically, there's a very, very strong heritage. Cape Town has been the home of some of the best racehorse trainers the country's ever seen. Terence Millard springs to mind. Justin Snaith currently more recently, and some of the best horses that the country's ever produced. when I was growing up, I remember a horse called Horse Chestnut who came to Cape Town, and he won the Cape Guineas that year, and then went on as a 3-year-old to win the Cape Town Met as well, by about 10 lengths. We look back to Pocket Power as well. So the heritage is very strong, but we realize that lifestyle is our future. So creating those elevated hospitality experiences, those fashion moments, incorporating music into these experiences as well. We need to try and find that happy medium where we bring all of these experiences into top tier horse racing to make one cohesive experience for the public, so that we can reach a far greater audience.
It is just gone 20 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Stephen, please hang 10 for me. In fact, hold your horses for me. We're going to be right back just after this.
Siyabangena manje. Vito iJabulani Nkolele iMagoda. Jabulani is a young man from Giyani in Limpopo in South Africa. Very easy guy, taking things easy. To know me is to know that I love what I do, which I'm crazy about it. So when you hear me on radio, expect the best. Expect great music. Expect great content. Expect 180 minutes of nothing but fun. You'll find me on the morning reset, 3 to 6 a.m., Monday to Friday. Siyabangena baba. Ay. Mbuleke.
We take no sides, none whatsoever. We are the Upside.
21 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Now, Cape Town's horse racing season has officially opened, and it arrives at a moment when race courses around the world are transforming into cultural destinations. As Ntsako mentioned earlier, the Summer Festival of Racing is capturing the evolution beautifully, blending elite sport with fashion, food, live entertainment, and family-friendly experiences that welcome both loyal racing fans and brand new audiences. And to tell us a bit more about it, we are still joined on the line by Stephen Marshall, Head of Marketing, Major Event and Broadcast. Stephen, let's talk about the race courses worldwide. They are evolving. And how is Cape Town positioning itself within this global trend as they are all upgrading and becoming better and better?
Yeah, thanks, Mohammed. Look, sorry, Ntsako. Yeah, there's been a massive investment into racing in the Cape. The formulation of Race Coast, the merger of the KZN operator and the what was Cape Racing into Race Coast, and a massive investment by Hollywood Bets into racing in both these regions. For those people who haven't visited the race course at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth in the past few years, you would see a massive transformation, and that's in the facility. So be that ablutions, be that areas that people can enjoy a day's racing, but not just a day's racing. There's investment into kid zones where there's childminders, so that parents can enjoy themselves. Kids are having an absolute ball. There's mini races that the kids are running on the racetrack, dressed up in jockey silks. There's pony rides at times. And all of that to keep them entertained. And then obviously on the parent side or the young adult side, there's experiences there as well. There's music festivals, there's different bars as well, track side really, that you can just relax, enjoy yourself, different fashion competitions as well that you can get involved with. So in the Cape, we're looking to bring that whole experience to our audiences, and for most of these festival race meetings, entry's free. That's the great thing. Entry into the kids zone is free as well. So we're dropping the barriers. there's no reason not to be there. And we're really encouraging anyone in Cape Town, or even if you're coming from out of province and you're looking to visit Cape Town, we're looking to attract everyone to Hollywoodbets Kenilworth for these feature race days where they can really enjoy a family day out.
And I think the timing is quite appropriate. I mean, last year in November, the department recorded about 16,000 families having visited Cape Town in 1 month alone, from October to November. So I'm wondering now, who and which cultural side, was influencing the fashion. Was that influenced by the international market, or just us, draping ourselves in the best horse racing outfits? Are there certain things we can look forward to, like the themes that we can look forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of these race days sort of carry a different theme in themselves. So we've got Sip and Shop, that's next weekend for the World Sports Betting Cape Fillies Guineas. We have a festive fair at the Hollywoodbets Cape Guineas on the 13th, and that's going to also feature Kaapse Klopse as well. So that's something to look forward to. The Lomrans King's Plate, we know that race day. It's blue and white. It's elegant. It's something for that everyone really jumps behind that theme, and it's a real spectacle that day. And then the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met. This year the theme is Symphony of Style, so we're expecting everyone to come in there in their best dressed outfits there as well. And then towards the end of the season, towards the end of February, we have the Seafood and Jazz Festival, which features the Lucky Fish Cape Derby. So lots to look forward to, lots of fashion elements. Fashion, it remains relevant. It allows people to really feel engaged in the event and feel part of the event, which is why it is such an important element within all of these feature race days.
I'm gonna put you on the spot, Stephen. Any top picks that we need to look out for on the racetrack, especially those who are very, very into horse racing and they want to keep their eyes on the ground or on the track, as it were, to ensure that their favorite horses and favorite jocks are getting that gold trophy. So any top picks that we need to look out for during this season? It's going to be a long one from November until February next year.
It is, and a lot is going to develop. We've the first two race days are our 3-year-old race days, so there's a little bit not known there about the participants. Quite open races, those two. We have a filly called Reet Petite, who's done really well so far, but these races, these Group 1 races are what really shows how good these horses actually are. So as 3-year-olds, they've still got quite a lot of their racing career ahead of them. Yeah. But as we move through the season, more towards the early January, we've got the Lomrans King's Plate, and there we'll see the best of the best in South African horse racing step out. 8 on 18 is the reigning horse of the year from last year. He won the Cape Met last year. And really stamped himself as one of the best horses in the country. So we're looking forward to him stepping out from the Justin Snaith yard, and that will be really, really a spectacle. But there are other races on these days as well. There's sprint races, there's fillies races. Already this weekend we saw a filly called Double Grand Slam come out in her season opener, and she won her season opener, so she will likely take her place in the Mallorca Stakes and the Paddock Stakes, which are two massive fillies races during the season as well. So yeah, maybe those two will stand out, but there are going to be some upsets, and these prep races, especially in the early part of the season, will tell us a lot about what's going to happen later in the season as well.
Listen, whether it's a Ferrari or a horse, invite me, Stephen. I wish we were friends, man. Where can we find you guys on social media? Where can we buy our tickets as well?
Yeah, Race Coast Events. If you follow us on Race Coast Events, you'll find all of the information on these feature race days, what's happening, CompuTicket is our ticketing provider for the season. So if you jump onto CompuTicket, all of our ticketing will be available on there. Even for the days that have free entry, we encourage people to get on there, get their CompuTicket ticket. It is free of charge, but you will be required to have that to come into the race course. It just helps us be able to track the numbers on race day. So even where it is free, please jump onto CompuTicket and grab those tickets. Otherwise, follow us on social media, and you'll be able to get a sneak peek of what you can expect at these race days, what days they are, if there's any theme associated. And otherwise, just join us at Hollywood Bits Kenilworth. It's going to be a summer with the experience that you're going to have on the race course.
Love it. And I love the fact that it's a family affair, that everyone can be involved. Stephen, all the best with the rest of the season, and thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Thanks so much, Ntsako. I really appreciate it.
The voice of Stephen Marshall, Head of Marketing, Major Event and Broadcast. Listen, if you are a horse racing fan, then the Summer Festival of Racing is for you. 3 months of racing. Ever been to a horse racing event?
I did, darling. I was actually about to tell you. I was in Kenilworth this year in February.
Ooh, tell us more. Okay.
I was draped in a beautiful orange dress with a silk finish. I attended a VIP. We don't do anything less than that. Where there's luxury, you'll find me.
It's 30 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the final sports update with Musibudi Makura on the upside.